of our first session. You guys have all gone off and done your own things for that time. For the most part, you guys have been hanging around Spikeberry Fields, which is where you're from. You've been training with, how did I forget her name? Malda.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I wrote her name down like 100 places, so I wouldn't forget. You've been training with Malda though, and sort of as you've been maturing and getting stronger, you're sort of moving into this idea that you're going to be sort of policing the region essentially. Acto, on the other hand, went off on his own. He sort of maybe realized that that sort of adventuring and heroic life wasn't quite for him, or at least yet. And so he spent some time setting up a bit of a logging business and trading over at Trader's Crossing with the Beastmen and the humans alike. And it's for him, it doesn't really matter. There's there's always going to be that what's it called when, because like the Beastmen and the humans have that sort of weird grudge, if you will. Still, it is slowly healing, but it's still there. But I mean, Ecto is sort of equally hated. Or at least looked down upon. The diseased
are pretty equally hated by the humans, yes.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So it's like, to him, he never really felt the... well, man, why is my brain not working?
Scorn as
Thank
much.
you. Yeah, the scorn was about equal. Either way, Malda has come up to you, and this is it. This is your first mission. And she's sending you by yourselves. I mean, technically, your first session, you went by yourselves as well, but that maybe was sort of off the books, right? This is your first official mission. It's been handed to Malda from the head prophet of Vesta's church, and essentially it's detailing a sort of a outbreak of murders and cattle mutilation. And it's quite simply look into the matter and deal with it. Okay. Now, obviously, there's, that's what you're sort of being directed to do. But you're free to ask Malda if there's more things involved, if she has any more information, and she's just sort of telling you your mission objectives.
Don't be bullshitting me, Malda.
All right. So, we have, let me zoom in a little here, just over to the west here, Spikeberry Fields. It's actually right about here. Can you see that on the map?
Right by the three-way crossing?
That's right, yeah. So sort of north of Trader's Crossing, that's where a lot of the disappearances have been coming from, both human and beastman. Hence, again...
Wasn't Ecto.
Yeah. Now, if it was just happening around Spikeberry Fields, it may not be... It would just be something like, okay, whatever. People in the area are going to look into it. But because it started dealing with beastman and humans, it's like, all right, this is important. Kind of like how you'd have like the FBI versus like the NSA and stuff like that.
Local cops versus like it's a big enough thing where you actually have like Homeland Security coming.
Exactly. Yeah, this is like the sort of international type of deal. So you guys are being sent to address it, and now hear me out here. When I was, working on this game, I love the idea of a goblin sort of creature, right? I've always loved them. I find them fun. But the thing is, it's always goblins. Do you know what I mean? Even when it's not, it's goblins. So I was like, okay, I want to have a goblin character, but I just don't want to call it goblins. And it has nothing to do with the fact I think goblins are stupid or overused. they are. It's just the fact, like, I hate always calling it a goblin. Do you know what I mean?
This is a kobold. Okay, what's a kobold? Well, it's a small
lizard
creature
thing.
that dwells inside of caves, and it likes gold, so it's a goblin. Fuck.
Yeah, exactly, and that's the.
But it has a fetish for candles.
Well, I mean,
Do not take candle.
only in the Warcraft setting, yeah. So since I made the game, I had been trying to create this goblin thing, and I never got a name that came to me until Anthony, who's Rusty, we played Overwatch a couple times. He and I were talking the one day about something, and one of us misspoke. Can't remember which one of us, but the person was trying to say typically.
So who's going to get the blame for this one?
I can't. I honestly, I don't remember which of it was. It was probably me. I misspeak often because I talk very quickly. But it was.
You what?
Yeah. So the word was. I think it was me. Anyway, point is, typicoon, and I was like, oh my god, that word is just fucking genius. And of course, he doesn't think anything of it. But for some reason, my brain is like in love with this word. So I create this entire race around typicoon, and I just love the idea of, like, they're just these little shit bags, and it's like, that's so fucking typicoon. You know what I mean? Like these shitty little raccoon fuckers running around. Like, what is scarier than a raccoon? Exactly right. So these are just like fucking feral raccoons that just rob everybody blind, and everybody hates them.
Are you sure you weren't watching Guardians of the Galaxy at some point during the day?
No, I wasn't. I haven't seen that in a long time.
I should.
Anyway, so these typicoons, there is a sort of a typicoon caverns, it's known as, well-known populated typicoon area, just northeast of Trader's Crossing, where I put the X. So everyone's got, all right, the typicoons just, for some reason, went ape shit, and normally they're not like, bloodthirsty murderous. They're not
annoyance.
Yes, it's like they'd rather rob you, and it's not that they wouldn't murder you, it's just they don't think they can because you overpower them. So, you know what I mean? They'd rather just...
Yeah, when you can punt them across the fucking lawn.
Exactly, right? Like, they're normally, like, knee level, at, the tallest one's not even coming up to your, like, waist. So, it's just, they'd rather just take what they can on the outskirts of stuff. But anyway, everyone's pretty sure it's just typicoons because, again, the cattle mutilation certainly seems to have their claw marks around them. So, not to mention, like, things have been going missing from the pockets of the dead people.
So where are we?
Well, you're in Spikeberry Fields right now.
I'm in Trader's Crossing.
Well, yeah, Ecto's in Trader's Crossing. That's true. I suppose we'd have to pick him up if we were to go.
Or we just meet up at the crime scene.
Yeah, but he doesn't know.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, it's not like we can just call him.
I'm busy being rich.
Yeah, that's right.
You're assuming you are.
And he's got an okay amount of money. He's not like rich, but yeah. He's living comfortably.
Rich compared to the people that are, like, farming spikeberries for their entire life.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, you have, like, dick all trade skill, so...
Yeah, but intimidation is trading.
That's
you just
right,
have to
yeah.
Intimidate them correctly.
You're basically running more of a protection racket than a trade operation.
Well, it's extortion because, well, you need wood, I have wood, your neighbor's offering me a better price, give me a reason why I shouldn't just walk the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It's extortion.
It is definitely extortion. So are we heading to Trader's Crossing to pick up Ecto?
I guess.
I guess, yeah.
It would make sense to bring a party member who needs to be in this along.
Oh, okay.
Are you guys going to go past the typicoons, or are you going to go past the dead zombies again?
Well, since I wasn't here last time, if you can fill me in which of those two will least likely result in my untimely death.
Oh, well, I mean, that's fair. Would we like to... No, I don't know, I completely forgot. Normally we do spend the beginning of a session recapping. Let's go ahead and do that.
Well, if Zelphus looks down a little bit on the map, there's little zoomed-in pieces. those are from the more internal sections of the forest there by Spikeberry Field, and this is where the good chunk, like half of the first session, took place. Because we were deciding how best to get over to Brill, because that's where we needed to go for the first session to rescue a kidnapped girl, yada yada, go rescue the princess.
Well, she wasn't a princess.
Yeah,
well,
you know, like, insert rescue princess here.
Priestess.
But, but we find that out later.
Yes.
But, yeah, so we decided we're just going to head through the forest south of Spikeberry Fields to get to the road and head towards Brill. Whilst going through there, we stumble across a river, and at the edge of the river, there's a bunch of pieces of corpses sticking out of the ground. I grab one of the arms, and I do a little jig, and I call it a day. I start fecking off across the river. Origami decides to unbury fucking all of them so that he can try and burn them, but Pythar, you can't burn them. There is no cremation possible here. Go home. And then it turns out they're not dead. They're... the hell were they? They're not wraiths. They're...
they are...
like restless dead.
Yes, the restless dead.
So then it's like, oh, shit. Well, I guess we're going to have to try and kill them. And Ralph was like, yeah, you weren't supposed to fight like all 20 of them at the same fucking time. and then due to Deus Ex
But then
Machina
Origami decides to do it anyway.
Yeah, but then due to Rudy's Deus Ex Machina, then we get out of that, and it turns out that they were killed by Beastmen.
Or Lizardmen.
Not Beastmen, yeah,
Lizardmen.
not Beastmen. And so we take our newly acquired horde of zombies with us over to the Lizardmen camp, which you can see over here.
Yes.
And we decide that since they are Pythar, as is Origami and myself, then we're going to cover our horde of zombies in tree resin, light them aflame, and send them in from the top left-hand or top right-hand side. Origami, also lit aflame, is going to come in from the bottom right-hand side, while me and Rudy came over here to kill these three fuckers on the left. That tree over there on the top left is the one that I murdered the hell out of.
Because, you really did, yeah.
Yeah, because I swung through the middle of the group of them and did nothing. I swung through the middle of the group of them again, and I cleaved the hell out of that tree. And that's pretty much all I did the entire session.
Yeah, it was pretty good, though, man. I mean...
Yep.
Intriguing.
Yeah, let's see what else happened.
I had Luke and the boss.
That's true.
Yeah, there was a big, bad lizard guy who was like 8 foot tall and was an asshole. And while we're fighting them, then Origami's...
a fucking bitch.
What's
Analytical
up?
geometry.
I
And
believe you.
framing trigonometry.
You know, this is a bitch. You interrupting stream,
Yes,
bitch.
that's why I did it.
Alright, keep going, Bard.
Mute him.
Yeah, so let's see. So me and Rudy, well, primarily Rudy, is fighting those three guys.
Mhm.
The zombies have completely eaten the two guys standing by the big guy. Origami goes over and starts fighting the big guy and ends up Shoryukening him through the fucking skull with an uppercut. And yeah, that was about it.
We should
Don't
mention,
forget
though...
he was dangling there by his wrist.
That's true. We also, the Lizardmen had like sort of like this thing called like a flame lance, and it fired this beam of fire and death, and I mean Origami's immune to it, and he like, because he's, so Origami's a weaver, a fire weaver, so he's able to sort of like interact with these elements, and at his first level he's only sort of able to like move them somewhat. But yeah, he just like sort of arced it midair and just fucking hit the boss in the face with it. He's like, yeah, not happening.
Oh, right. Also, at the lizard camp, there was a giant-ass hole full of magical blood that when you stuck a corpse into it, it sucked all the blood out of it. And in the middle of the hole, there was a giant metal thing. But fuck that. I'm not reaching into magical leech blood death hole in order to get it out.
Yes.
I poked it and it didn't really move. I called it a day.
Get one of those like grabby arms that they sell for like $20 at Disneyland or something.
Yeah, okay, find one of those grabbing arms in the year 1812. 1218.
1218, yeah. In the year 600, we're in the Bronze Age.
In the
Whatever.
first millennium, mankind stands on the brink of destruction.
And then they went over to Brill, where there's this giant temple to the Gothrak, the fucking god. And the Beastmen brought the girl there, and they arranged a trade. And even though they were supposed to be rescuing the girl, they were like, you know what? You can keep her. We're going to take one of your big, strong Beastmen back and use him as a slave for the rest of his life. So that was that. End of sesh.
Oh, and also Ecto was an asshole, and I sold the hide and the meat and the skeletons of the entirety of that lizard camp. Pretty much the only thing left standing was the blood pit full of death, the altar, I guess, because that was probably a big ass heavy stone plinth.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I could have went back and sold the little whatever, like braziers. Those probably could have fetched something. They're probably made out of iron.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, pretty much I just scrapped the entire camp.
Yeah, and sold it.
Yeah.
All right, so
I mean, fuck it, I don't care. It's not my stuff.
that's true. The first session was sort of about, again, this is me play testing, right? I'm balancing the game, and I'm sort of fleshing it out, because unfortunately you can write all you want, but until you actually sit down and try and play it yourself, you don't quite click on what does not make sense and what needs to be there to make sense. Do you know what I mean?
If a girl likes traps, is it gay?
Well, reverse trap, yeah.
No, just like regular trap.
No. So, this sort of session, I just wrote down a whole bunch of ideas, and I'm just throwing them into a dungeon, if you will, because I love the old Dungeons and Dragons dungeon crawling. I've always enjoyed, building. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a dungeon, but I always love building a scenario where you come in and you're trying to explore the whatever area. There's a few puzzles in there. You have your encounters and your treasure. And I've always felt like that is just a very satisfying, fun session. And I want to see how this game sort of works with that. So this is going to be just sort of like a dungeon crawly type session, if you will.
This may have been already asked before, and this may seem insensitive, but how alive is Delta Green?
No, I've got a session written for the most part.
Hey, Herpy, what was that one game with the boats?
Yeah.
The silence.
Yeah, that's pretty good times. All right, so we have headed it down to Trader's Crossing. We've met up with Ecto. We've explained the situation. I don't know. Is Ecto just down for the good of his heart, or what's our sort of?
That's a good question. Was there a payment promised for this, or is it just go do this because you're important guards people?
I would like to say promise of loot.
Oh, okay. Because they don't actually. Yeah, we'll say they get paid. They get paid sort of wages, if you will. But not much, because again, the humans at this time, by the next session they will, but right now they haven't really adopted this universal currency system.
Well, I guess if we're going over to the Tipicoons, I almost said typical.
I know, yeah.
If we're going to go over to the Tipicoons and theoretically murder the fuck out of a camp full of them, that's a whole lot of gold out of other people's pockets. That's
Yes,
gonna be a lot
because
more than
exactly.
pay.
Yeah.
So, okay, fine. Ecto go because capitalism ahoy.
All right, so in the first session...
Bring a wagon.
Yeah. In the first
Hey,
session...
I have a wagon. You know what? Fuck it, I'm bringing the wagon. I got a flatbedded cart. I'm fucking bringing that thing.
That's completely fair.
I will haul back the entire goddamn Tipicoon campus.
Hey, I made the idea. I hit a fourth.
Well,
Where did you get 75 tents from? Don't ask questions.
oh man. Okay, so
I made them.
our first session had Leaf Burner, we had Ecto, and we had Arndran. And Mayina, what do I call her? It's Mayina, right?
I think so.
Yeah, Mayina. She's been there the whole time. You guys all grew up together. She's still been training alongside you. She just wasn't present on that adventure. It's up to Zelphus how he feels about that. Maybe as a bit of a hot-blooded character, she was a little miffed about
About?
like missing
About
it.
not being there for the first session, missing the zombies and the beastmen.
Actually,
No, it would make sense. I wasn't told. Nothing happened. I'll make it up in this one then.
no. I mean, your character.
No, yeah.
That's what I'm
in-character.
saying. The character itself is not upset that. Well, I mean, obviously it's a little disappointed it wasn't there, but being able to turn around and go, so you have a Tippecanoe problem. All right, that sounds interesting.
Who
Go
made
from
up
there.
the name Tippecanoe?
I did. Well, it was sort of a misspeak, but I fell in love with it. It wasn't meant to be anything, but yeah, I think it's great. So what I
Sounds
have,
typical Fox.
yeah. So what I have written down here is Mayina and Ecto feel a camaraderie with each other, both being mistreated for their curses. Mayina, of course, is tribe of Ugri. It's up to you how you feel about this Selphis, or how you want this sort of materialized, if you will. But generally, they have some sort of animalistic trait. Sort of the backstory, if you will, is or the legend passed down rather, is that the tribe of Ugri, when everyone is born, death comes to your body and sort of gives you your soul, right? But
This is yours now.
yes, and canonically, he says something to you before you're born, and whether or not you remember that or how that impacts you, who knows. However,
He says something to you. Wise from your grave.
wise from your grave, yeah. However, Ugri is again one of the gods that the humans sort of recognize, and the head of your tribe. And Ugri was ostracized for a great many things, and because of that, it's said that death is always last to visit the tribe of Ugri. So everyone else is born, and then he comes visit the baby. So because of that, spirits of dead animals often sort of take refuge in the bodies of these children before their actual souls being brought in, because they're just looking for somewhere close to life to hang out, if you will. And so that's why it's said that they have this sort of connection. They, maybe you got one with like, a couple feathers or something, like, or maybe you just have one with a little bit longer nails, something like that. Maybe yellow eyes, just something, yeah. And if you want to go full furry, sure, you could have tail or ears or whatever. But I just think
you
it's
just have something like a rat's tail, though, because
yeah, totally. But like, I just think it's sort of an interesting curse, but also, of course, they are also able to give into that sort of bestial nature and empower themselves. So again, Ugri's tribe is always being kind of made fun of for this. So Ecto and Mayina have this sort of mutual understanding of what it's like to be kicked when you're down. So Selphus, you and Borrowed, your characters have that thing going on. Also, I have written Leafburner and Willowvar have a childish rivalry, and Leaf constantly feels the need to outdo her rival. So there you go, Origami.
That just means I have to do more and more insane things to see if they can beat that.
Exactly right, because the whole time Origami's like, this bitch. Yeah.
Basically.
I'm basically the Wanderer.
Yeah.
and Ecto's just sitting off on the side, like laughing in disease.
I mean, it doesn't help that Mayina is much stronger and faster than Leafburner, so can't conjure fire though. about to say.
Well, I mean, you can with a lit torch and enough beans.
Yes. All right. So, let me know, Zelphus, if you think of how you sort of want Mina's stuff materialized there, and we're headed off to Tippecanoe Caverns. As you got, sorry.
Lovely vacation home right next to Tippecanoe Caverns. A great view of the water. Yours now for only $49.99 a month.
But it's like the whole time in the background, there's just all these little fucking raccoons running around with other people's shit, screaming.
Yeah, they're just carrying away pieces of the fucking house behind the guy talking.
Yeah. All right.
There is a hot spring that has like monkey baboons.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Just like
Monkey baboons, yes.
yeah, but they like populate there and like sit in the hot springs and steal people's shit to buy fucking food at convenience stores.
That is terrifying. So, as you come up to the entrance, it's a cave that descends downward. There's sort of water pooled up, not like a river or anything. There's just like a little pool of water, some stones leading up to the entrance, and you see the signs of Tippecoons. There is shit strewn about everywhere, like people shucked like shells everywhere. There's like discarded scraps of clothing. Like, yeah, it just looks like a fucking rat nest. What are our thoughts here?
Have borrowed search through everything.
Okay, look for something useful.
I mean,
you're diseased anyway, so who gives a fuck?
well, yeah, that and also somebody needs to stay up at the top of the cave because otherwise the little Tippecanoe fuckers are going to try and dismantle my cart, and then we're going to have problems.
Just bring it down with
Like, this is a cart made for hauling trees. This is a big fucking thing to try and replace. So, I don't know. You guys can start looking elsewhere. I'm going to start rifling through shit.
Okay, give me a
I'd probably join in with borrowed.
spot hidden.
I'll keep an eye
I don't think any of us have spot except for origami.
Yep. Can I
Yeah, by
sense
20.
I mean, you can all try.
there's a-
I see nothing.
That's borrowed, yeah.
The disease has spread to my eyes.
Classic.
I have specialized.
I have jaundice,
My
everybody.
I failed.
Can I sense if there's like a campfire?
Okay,
Well,
yes, you can actually. There is, below the earth.
Oh,
You're sensing.
so-
That was a nice meme right there.
Origami, you gonna try and spot hidden though for like shit in the strewn about shit? Never mind.
You're sensing
I
a
haven't
campfire.
explored.
Right here.
Where? What?
Oh, can you not see that? Oh, I didn't bring you guys.
No.
Sorry. Welcome to Tippecanoe Caverns, gentlemen.
It's all black.
The little dot in the middle of nowhere, that's what you're sensing in campfire.
So what? Like we're currently up here?
Yes.
I sense a campfire inside, deep within the caves.
A sense of scale in the oblivion that is this map.
It's very dim.
small.
Yeah, it's a smaller. Well, I mean, it's a campfire. That's about all you can sense. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I want to keep rifling through shit. There has to be something up here. Like,
Okay.
Tippecoons
just
are
seems to
retarded little
be-
raccoons.
yeah.
They have to have forgot something.
Seems to mostly just be
That's-
garbage. Yeah.
Yeah, but who's to say they didn't, drop a few gold coins on their way past?
Okay, I will give you one more roll.
It's not gonna work, but okay, we'll try.
Whoa.
I found gold!
Wow.
Well done, Baron.
Good job, borrowed.
All right. Borrowed, you do find something, but you don't know what it is.
Shit.
It seems to be stone and metal. It's about the size of your finger, and it's almost bony in structure, but on the one end, it splits
It's a
off.
dildo.
It splits
Yeah,
off into like almost like a star pattern, like a 6-point.
It's a fucking magical
It's a
finger.
spiky dildo.
It's a wand of some sort.
Oh, maybe.
It's a wand of dildo-ness.
Oh, Herpy.
Herpy, I can remove you.
No, it's alright. I just muted him. No, it's like I don't mind Herbie being here, but when you're being disruptive on purpose, you know what I mean.
Herbie, does it need to be done, or are you gonna behave?
Anyway, so yes, that's what you found.
All right. So nothing else. No
Nope.
gold coin purses. Nothing.
Hmm.
Do you share this with the rest of the party, what you found?
Well, I imagine you'd see me rifling through shit and eventually finding something. Be like, holy fuck, I did miss something.
Borrowed. Bear in mind, I've had party members in the past who...
No, they didn't see me.
Yeah.
Yeah?
No, the worst kind of party.
His name was Loads of Coin.
What's a coin? John, please.
I thought you were talking shit about Bob with the fucking token.
No, we had
No,
this
this goes
Sergei
before
loads
Bob.
of coin. He was a dwarven gunslinger.
But, yeah, so if you shared that with the rest of the party, I'm assuming you do? You found it.
Yeah, sure, I'll just fucking, like, whatever. Chuck
Hey,
it
get a
at
load
one-
of this.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
chuck
Well,
it at one while I keep digging. Not
I was
with it
thinking
at
it
somebody,
might
don't
be
roll for
Yeah, you
damage.
pass it over.
I was thinking
I'll
perhaps
underhand
it's a
it.
key,
Okay, a key. That's interesting.
star-esque shape at one end. It wouldn't be the first time a door's had a very weird cookie-cutter pattern,
Well, actually,
or it could be a brand.
I'm gonna give Arndran a chance to roll for this. You have a 10% due to your knowledge of distant kingdoms. Because you're the wanderer.
boy.
You've been around, you've heard many stories. Maybe not all of them true, but you heard many stories anyway.
So 100.
Yeah, 10%. That's fine.
Or just roll a d10 and there you go if you don't get a 1.
Well, yeah, but it's more fun getting big numbers.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's more fun getting hundreds.
All right. So what is our plan, gentlemen? Do we descend into the cave?
We're getting tortured, right?
Do we have
Yes, we will need torches, yeah. Unless we just set Leaf Burner on fire.
Set the bitch on fire.
No, I need my
Okay.
clothing.
Hey, don't. You can just take it off.
Oh, that's what he did last.
I know.
Here's the question though, like, what are we gonna do about the cart?
Well, who brought the
That's-
cart?
That's your business.
Hey, you know what? That shit's expensive. I'm not leaving.
I mean, that is literally his business.
Yeah, literally, this is half of my business enterprise, yes.
Hide it behind some rocks and cover it with bushes.
Origami. This cart is about 12 foot wide and about 40 foot long.
Just
It's
throw
for
some
hauling
bushes on it, You'll be
trees.
fine.
Well, then break some bushes down and cover it. Camouflage it.
Can we just have one of the NPCs sit on top of it and just kick the raccoons?
What NPC? We didn't bring one.
The other two people who are supposed to be like players that nobody's playing.
Oh yeah, they weren't assigned to this mission.
Shit!
But
God damn you, Willovar, you fuck!
if you want, though, we could have Willowvar sit up there, sure.
I just want somebody to kick the raccoons.
Okay, Willowvar will
That's
sit
your
up there and
job.
kick the
Wait,
raccoons.
can I tailor to see if I can make a makeshift camouflage? for
Yes,
the thing?
yeah, you could, yeah.
So, side note, what weapons do I have?
Ah.
I don't remember.
Nothing.
You've got your long sword. Actually, I think you picked up.
Hey, hey, I made you something!
Yeah, Rudy picked up a bastard sword. That's right. And nice, dude.
And what?
I don't know what the fuck I made because I they have 10 in tailoring, but I made you something!
You've made a
What the fuck did origami even want?
camouflage
Makeshift.
out of like
Yeah.
trees.
Well, we're going into a cave, so I guess I could just find like a hunk of shale or something. and
Yeah,
just
no,
kinda-
no, he tailored the foliage.
Mhm.
He's created camouflage. He got some camo netting.
I would say use it for torches, but
You now have a ghillie suit.
That's right. Yeah. Well, no, your cart has a ghillie suit. Yeah,
Okay, sure.
yeah.
I want a ghillie suit.
Ghillie suit big enough for the cart. All right, everybody, get in. We'll just push the cart into the cave.
For the record, I don't know if a ghillie suit would help in a cave.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, what?
dude.
I don't know. Maybe I just tailored him a rock. Like, literally just picked up a big hunk of shale and just roped it onto him. There you go. You got camouflage for the cave.
Borrowed, can you roll me spot hidden?
Raffle, I have shit spot hidden.
I know.
Origami, do you want to roll spot hidden to save yourself?
I don't want to be
No.
attacked by crabs.
It's
do you,
not.
Do you expect Ecto to succeed in a role that actually matters, Raffle?
It's
He
not
only
until-
he only succeeds in bullshit roles.
It's not until after you hear the shrieking descending down the staircase that you notice your purse is missing.
What, my
Wait.
purse? I'm
Yes.
not carrying a purse.
Coin purse is, I think, what he's trying to refer
Yeah,
to.
your coin purse. Yeah.
Okay, I lost some pocket change. I didn't carry all my fucking coins on me. I'm not fucking retarded.
Well, that's fair enough.
I'm inconvenienced.
I feel
That's
like
about it.
Ecto may be the kind of man who's pissed about that.
Oh yeah, like I'm annoyed, but like I wouldn't carry, like I
Yeah,
have
totally.
10,000 gold. No, that's like
Nobody brings their kingdom in their pocket.
Exactly. I lost like 20 gold. That's an annoyance, but it's not the end of the world. I'm still gonna go kick that little raccoon's shit. And goddamn you, Willivar, why didn't you pay attention?
Oh,
Fuck.
yeah.
You're literally standing on top of a giant cart. Look around. Look for raccoons.
NPCs are blind, dude.
Oh, so it's fucking Ecto. We can't help it.
All right. Is someone going to be the champion that this world needs and descend into the depths?
Well,
Give me
like a
that damn torch.
Ah,
All right. Well, we have. Yeah, I guess we
First
should-
door on the right.
First door on the right. Okay. Well, they both open up into this. You're staring at a room. There is a campfire. In the middle, there are 4 of these Tipicoons sitting around the campfire, and there's a 5th one closest to you. I can go ahead and just draw that real quick. Doesn't really matter. There's one about here, and then there's like this. And the one closest to you is jumping up and down, shrieking, and holding a coin purse.
Now, just a quick question from the bestiary here.
Yes.
Are they capable of communications with normal creatures and beings, or are they just, like, literally kobolds? Are they just mine?
No, that's a good question. Some of them have been known to speak in the common tongue.
I have
At what
ammo.
level of ability
Alright.
is the question?
Like
Well,
a 10-year-old,
flinging
like,
in-
not like. Oh.
Flinging insults and middle finger gestures really doesn't constitute a real language.
Yeah.
Where did you learn that?
Ecto has an idea here because he's annoyed about getting his coin purse swiped.
Stab
Ecto's
the
going to
fucker.
roll intimidate and fucking bellow at them to get it back, little shitheads.
I would just rather have you walk up and stab him.
I was
for me.
considering cleaving them, but I have a much better chance of intimidating them.
All right. Give me your intimidate.
I ha-
You do actually have a very high intimidation chance.
Ha!
Ooh, that's a pass. So what does Ecto scream out into the room?
I'm just gonna fucking kick open the door. Give me the coin purse!
Well, the one closest to you audibly shits. They all turn and face you. They look terrified. He drops the coin purse, and they all start screaming and bolt through the door to the south.
Good. Mine, you little fuckers.
Do I know?
I count my
animal-
coin. I count my fucking coin. Goddamn right. There was 23 pieces in there.
That's it.
Anything
I'm a-
discernible about the room, Raffle?
Okay, so this room, not really. It looks like there's just a bunch of, just again, more scrap. It just looks like garbage heaps.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Should we start rifling through them as well, people?
if you'd
I'm
like
gonna
to.
go cover the southwest door.
What does animal empathy do?
Animal
Nothing for
empathy.
me.
Yeah, it wouldn't really help in this scenario because they're sort of sentient. But yeah, for like animals,
Like
Mm-hmm.
deer.
yeah, like trying to like coax them into doing your thing, or training one, or you know what I mean,
Ah.
calming one down, like if you want to calm a tiger.
Alright.
Well, I'm gonna start rifling through the other shit in here, and not finding anything. Anybody else want to try and rifle through shit?
I'll try.
Oh, yeah.
Why not?
I'm still going to watch the door. Thank you.
Ooh, I
36.
barely fell. I fell by 4.
Oh, okay. Everybody's
Celebi.
failing, right?
Well, we can check again on our way back out. Whatever.
All right.
Oh yeah, I fell.
You do all start hearing a noise, though, like a clanging noise in the distance.
Drums.
Drums in the teeth.
No. Not like a dum 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 dum. No, like a clang 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 type of deal.
So in other words, one of them is
So-
smart enough to ring 2 tin pots together. Perfect.
So, like an alarm bell, or like a ratchet system for opening a gate, kind of clang.
Oh, like a no, like a clang clang.
Okay. Because there are two very different meanings here. If there's opening a giant ass gate, I'm leaving.
Fair.
They have a cave troll.
Maybe.
I asked borrowed if I could borrow a single coin and I take out my sword.
Okay, you're borrowing
You
some
need my coin.
coin?
Yeah, just a regular coin. And
Okay.
I just start banging the coin against my sword, making some kind of noise.
Like tink 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 tink.
Just pick up a rock. Rocks are a hell of a lot less expensive than coins.
Yeah, but I need something metallic to hit something metallic.
No, you don't. Use a rock. You'll be just fine.
But there's shit everywhere. How am I picking a fucking rock?
Don't be bitch.
We're standing next to a campfire. Surely it's surrounded by rocks. Keep it from spreading to the clothing everywhere else in this cavern.
It's dangerous. It looks like they didn't really think about that too much.
Great.
Yeah. If you were to kick it, you may set the room ablaze. All I'm saying.
Well, I mean, I'd set everybody else aside from me and leaf burner ablaze.
That's right. Yeah.
So how about it? Unless you want to clang your sword against mine.
Fine, here's a gold coin, you shit.
Okay. Tink tink tink.
I now have 22 minus 1.
All right.
So I start clinging away, see if anything happens.
I cling back at your clinging. What do you do now?
No,
little rat
there's.
creature?
It's like for a second it stopped, but it's still going. The clang.
I get the coin back.
23.
Okay.
Charge some interest.
Yes, that'll be a half gold coin of interest. I had it for 5 seconds. I don't care.
Oh, Mary
It's an
grabbed the
hourly
shit.
rate.
Give it to you.
Personal note, don't borrow coinage from borrow. Check.
All right. So
So what's through the next door, Dungeon Master?
Well, as you open the next door, this is actually a door. It's like a wooden, like thick, proper door. As you open the damn thing, you see standing on top a pile of garbage. A Tippecune smashing 2 pots together.
Hey, I was right.
Yeah. However, I should mention this is the garbage for this room. It looks like this. And there's like just a tiny pile here. That doesn't so much matter. But you notice that the garbage stops, and in fact, in some places, it looks like it's being pulled back into these large piles. So you have one Tippecune standing here. This is the guy banging the pots. I'll use a different color for that, sorry. That's pot guy. And then you also have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here.
I'm not
so
seeing these new
I
marks,
assume
by the way.
that the door swings inwards then, because there's no way in hell it's
That's right. It swings inwards.
into-
Yeah, it can't push through the garbage,
Could this be the king of the Tippecoons?
Well, I'll
I
tell
have to
you,
zoom in. Okay, found it.
they all start drawing small swords.
I attack the nearest.
All right. Let's get initiative going then. We can have Zelphus lead, and then...
I still want to yell at them again because it's funny.
all right, go for it.
Are you
In
just going to
intimidate.
chase them all into one room? Is that what's going to happen? It's going to be the end of the dungeon. You're going to lock the door and go,
we force them all into one room, and then we take all of their garbage, we pile it against the door, and we just kick over a campfire.
Oh, oh God.
I know what the sad part is. It sounds good. I don't know if I want to agree to that.
Let's just
Right.
find out if Ecto can even intimidate this many Tipicoons. The answer is no.
No. They are unintimidated. Maybe they can't
there's a
hear
bit
your
too
deathly
many of
voice
them.
over the banging of the pots. All right,
A
so
bit too many of them.
Zelphus leads, and what are you doing? Just rushing the nearest with your
With the
two-handed?
two-handed X.
Okay, and choppa choppa.
Yes, the damage for that should be a D10?
Oh, actually, hang on.
For a two-handed axe, I would think it'd be higher, but
Yeah, let me look for my two-handed axe.
So why are the rooms numbered?
That's for me.
ease of use.
Yeah, makes it easier for me. Two-handed axe is 2d6. You crit on a 5.
Oh shit! Sorry.
I don't know. Yeah, 2 of them.
I'll just do that separately, and then the next one's henceforth I'll do roll 2d. And
Oh, it doesn't really matter, but yeah. So
Well,
you just
just
one more.
you know,
Yeah, so it's 8. So yeah, you cleave the first one's head off.
Can I get a rolling momentum and bring that swing into the next one adjacent to it? Is it that powerful of a swing?
Yeah, it could be. It's just maybe if you rolled a little better, or maybe if they were closer together. You know what I mean?
Alright.
So let's go ahead and roll initiative.
yeah. So
though.
you vivisected one, but
I'm gonna roll them in groups. So I'm just gonna have
so we're fighting trash pile next to door now.
yeah. So
Well, I didn't leap past. They were blocking the way through. I had to take those two out first.
So this is trash pile next to the door. This is trash pile on west wall, and this is the pot one. Okay, so you guys can roll initiative to see where you set up in that.
Oh.
Okay, so origami goes at the same time as the west one. Borrowed goes last.
Well, I guess borrowed must have still been like standing in the back of the room, rifling through clothing.
Okay, so the 5 next to Willivar are obviously charging Willivar.
Well, the 4.
The 4.
He cleaved one.
Oh, that's true. Sorry. Oh, no, I almost took the garbage away. There we go. Yeah. So they're charging, and they're all just gonna pick one of you, I think, to hit. Makes it nice and easy.
Can I roll to parry?
No, you can roll to dodge, but if you dodge this turn, you don't get an action next turn. You know.
I'll take a hit. If they can.
Okay,
If they
so
can land it.
we're just gonna go Zelphis. Well, for me, it's gonna go Zelphis, origami, Rudy, and then borrowed. So we have 1 hit onto Maina.
Wait, why does origami go first?
No, this is like getting stabbed order.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to be first? Go ahead.
Okay.
Reasons, my
So,
usual attack.
He's
Maina
going
got a.
first off of initiative the other way around. Since I rolled shitties for initiative, I go last.
Yeah, Maina got a little dagger in the leg
In the
there.
butt.
Caught you for 3 damage. We're gonna have 1 more onto.
We don't have a medic.
Okay, and Leaf Burner just got nicked for 1. Nothing major. The other 2 missed.
All right. So, next target.
Okay, so next person to go is Rudy. What's your plan?
I guess. Which way did Zelphus go? Into the room?
Straight in.
Yeah,
We-
you're on top of the
There's a
first
group
trash
of the
pile.
fuckers on the garbage in front of us we have to kill first. Like
I
they're
was gonna
blocking
say,
us
I'll
from getting in.
probably look towards the other group just in case they come charging.
Okay. So you're gonna go after them?
How big are these rooms? Like, is each of these squares like what, like a square meter or?
Yeah, square meter. Yeah.
Okay, so I mean they're at least not in melee range than on the other trash pile.
Actually, it's about 2 meters, I would say.
For what, 2 square meters per square?
Yeah, give or take.
Yeah,
I
so
think
that's
that's
what I
close.
mean. Like these little fuckers are not going to be able to stab us while they're still on that threshold. They're going to have to come towards us.
Yeah.
Yep, reasons why I'm preparing for them to come charge us.
So you're not going to take an action against the ones next to us then?
Okay.
All right, so then Origami's turn.
Yep. Origami's turn.
I'm basically going at the same time as these group are here, right?
Yes.
And the others are blocking the way, or what have they?
I basically stepped into the room, making sure the other group doesn't charge Zelphus.
Yeah, but
from
then
behind.
your back is to the group. Zelphus, are you in the room or are you just standing on top
Oh,
of it?
I've killed the first enemy, moved on past it to attack the second.
Yeah. So he's run in.
And Willie is blocking the way, or can
No,
I...
I'm standing inside the room, out of the way, preparing for the other group to charge us.
Ah,
Yeah, but
Okay.
I mean, so if Zelphus, he cleaved this poor fucker.
Yeah.
And he just ran into the room. Well, then Rudy ran in and he's looking at these guys.
No, I'm basically about here.
Okay.
Well, then you're not protecting Zelphus's back at all. Then Zelphus is way the hell over here.
We'll get tokens for the next session.
I do appreciate that, Ruffle. But no, I'm going after the nearest group. I'm clearing a way through the door. So I've killed the first enemy. I'm moving on to that next orange dot.
Question: Are Tipicoons like have some kind of fear of the fire? Like if they get too close to it?
No.
No,
No.
they had
Yeah,
a
they
fire
had a
sitting
fire.
in the other room.
Yeah.
Is the floor flammable?
Well, the garbage is. Yeah. It's like cloth
If you
and all
light
sorts
me
of
on
shit.
fire, I will
Oh,
cut your
God.
leg off.
Origami, you and I are the only ones that will live through this.
Oh, remember the garbage is
Please
only where
do
I
not
drew
light
it.
me on
So as
fire.
long as Rudy's standing in between,
Yeah. So were you standing right here?
Yeah, I guess. But if I
Alright.
get hurt from your fire, I will kill you.
so you can throw in a fireball at the.
No, I was thinking since I'm holding a torch, what is it, cooler? That
The
I
whole
would like
stream of Hadouken,
run
we all
towards
died.
run towards the pan man.
the pan man.
Does Origami get any help from my my rock camouflage?
Oh yeah, maybe yeah.
But the rock camouflage was for your little thing.
Okay, well, so then we're retconning that then, so I am just disguising my cart so that Willivar can be less of a fuck.
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay, fine, that works.
Yeah.
Maybe my cart will
And-
actually live through this encounter.
As I'm running towards this guy, I just throw the torch
Mhm.
here.
Oh,
At
so
the
you're gonna
garbage.
light the
Oh,
bigger
I see.
mound
So
ablaze.
Mhm.
okay, you're lighting
And
the
as
big
this-
one ablaze.
And I'm just going to punch this guy as far as I can.
Okay. Cool. Give me a roll then for that.
Woo!
Good hit.
As was for the throw, I guess.
Oh no, the throw's just sort of handing it off essentially.
Yeah, I mean, you're running past the
Yeah.
garbage.
You
just
basically
kinda
just
like,
yeah. You need to just punch this guy to say it. So I just
Okay,
need your
yes.
damage, which is
Which
D8, I
would-
believe.
D8. Ooh.
Okay.
So
Okay. Cool.
now it's the second group's turn then?
Well, it would be, except that's now ablaze, and
So then is it?
they're shrieking. So the guys on the west side, they're taking off, as is the Pan Man. He's just running.
Well, the Pan Man just got his fucking face rearranged.
Yeah, he got fucking hit pretty hard. So he's like huffing. Do you know what I mean? So these four here. Well, this garbage is completely on fire. So we'll change that in a sec. But these four, they essentially ran over here. I need a
Are they
spot.
on fire or?
Well, no, they didn't catch on fire, but this is all fire here though. That looks like shit. But yeah, if we could, get spot hiddens from everybody. But I know it sucks. But the thing is, so Origami, you see this
Nothing.
because Leaf Burner just punched this guy. You watch all those run past you, and the Pan Man you punched, he's limping away from you, and as he's running, his legs at the kneecaps are no longer attached to the rest of his body, and he collapses, flailing and bleeding right about here.
Oh, took a gruesome turn.
Yes. So we need a few more spot hiddens.
Oh, I've already made mine.
Yeah, I know. We need Leaf Burner and Ecto.
Ecto's still not even in the goddamn room. I'm safe from this failure of a roll. Holy fuck!
Okay.
Oh, that's unfortunate. You're the only one that made it. Are you sure you're not, like, at the doorway? Deacon?
Well, I mean, like, I would be behind Zelphus because I still haven't even gotten to the room to even try and cleave people. Like
That's
my
true,
ass would
yeah.
still be standing here.
So
All right.
back of my mind, I'm just wondering
Well,
how this is going to go badly.
So what Ecto notices is the 4 that did make it across,
They all had to jump.
they jumped around in a very specific way. Either way, they have pissed off. They are gone.
Piss off.
Yeah, piss off. Yeah. So it's now, I believe, the next patch's turn, right? Yes. No. It's Borrowed's turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because
That's
the
right.
other match fecked off.
That's right. You're good.
It's my turn to try and cleave and fail horribly. Hey, I made a cleave.
Okay. Nice. You made a cleave. Thank God. Give me some damage.
And
Go
it's
on.
just going to be the same cleave that I always do. I'm just going to try and hit the most fucking targets possible. Because, hey, hand and a half sword. I made a 6.
No, that's not too bad. Yeah.
That's
So
something.
yeah, and this guy's. You just hit one, embeds in it. Its guts start spilling out.
God damn it.
It's
Stupid
like
spinal cord.
It's like trying to pull them back in as it's staring up at you.
Oh, I thought you said that my sword got stuck. I figured I cleaved into him so hard that, like, it's wedged either between his ribs or, like, his spinal cord.
Yeah,
Not
it's stuck
like
on his
wedged.
spine. He's trying to like pull them back in on top of your sword.
Hey, you know what? That just adds more damage to my next swing. My sword's now heavier.
That's right. I have a blunt object on the end. All right.
God.
Fuck yeah, I'm gonna keep the bastard.
You know,
Does that add more to my intimidate for the next room?
Yeah, it definitely would. Yeah.
It just breaks the door down, whipping this vivisected carcass on the inside. Ah!
Oh, Jesus.
Pretty much, yes. This is how it's going to go.
The enemy break in sheer terror.
All right. So what's next?
Well, after I stop
Zelphus,
laughing, I'm
that's
sure I'll
right.
think of something.
Zelva's
All
gonna
right,
hit
so-
one.
Yes. Well, I would hope so.
All right.
See how the roll
Well,
goes.
let's see.
Roll to hit, so D100.
Yeah. Whoa, that's going through too.
Just don't roll a 1.
That actually might be a crit. Yeah. Yeah, that's almost a crit, not quite. Okay, so roll damage for the second one.
No, that is accidentally rolled 2, so one was 2 and the other one was 4. Grand total of 6 damage total.
Yeah, I know, but like you went through a target and you're into the second one. They only have 6 health.
So roll
yeah.
another one? All right.
It's a cleave. Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah,
ooh.
because you got a 10
Damn.
on your attack.
Do we double down?
What,
Does it take
one
another
more
one out?
d6?
No.
No, yeah,
Damn
it did take another one out, yeah. So you got 2.
So there's now one guy left, with the other guy slowly dying as he's been, bisected on my sword.
So it's Rudy's turn. It was one left, dude.
I'm actually
Let that
afraid of
roll.
what we're going to find in the next room, knowing Raffle. It's like, haha,
Let's see if
here,
I
Whatever
make
it
it.
is, I'm going to shout at it very angrily.
here, have these. Next room. Why is there a rat hulk here?
No, not the rat hulk.
Better than a space Hulk.
Well. So Rudy, what's the
Debatable.
plan, man?
I guess go after the last one and see if I can get a kill.
Cool. Give me an attack.
Rudy's
No,
like, I need
not
that
quite.
XP.
I missed.
Fair. Okay, so the last one's gonna go. Mother of God.
The last one falls off the garbage pile onto one of the tiles and gets vivisected like the first guy on the pots.
Alright, well, this one takes his sword, He swings at Ecto. It bounces off Ecto's massive sword. It comes back, smashes himself in the fucking ribs, stumbles backwards, gasping,
Oh, God.
falls into the room, and as he falls, something slices right through his gut, and he is just in two.
Oh boy.
So he fell right about here.
Ew, boy.
Shouldn't we be able to see what the hell just happened because of the fire next to us?
Well, you're
All the
actually...
bigger things he
It really
would've
depends on how quickly it happened.
I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but you're in a very enclosed space with a giant fire. You probably can't see shit. There's smoke everywhere. You're lucky you can breathe right now.
Should we try and take care of this fire problem, or should we just fuck off out the cave and wait for it to die down?
I mean, Leaf Burner could bring it to a very small flame and then move it.
Or you can snuff it out.
Yeah, you could.
Leaf burner, you know what you could do? You could pick up the fire
Yes.
and then just like take it and like plonk it down onto the tiles to make sure that I got the order right with my spot hidden check.
I mean,
Because if you
Well,
hit a tile wrong,
I should
then-
say, actually, Rudy's character, Ardran, was watching the other group. That's all he was doing. So he should have a pretty good idea of how they jumped.
Okay, so him helping me with the spot hidden then.
Mhm.
But
So it's a
that's-
good
that's
thing
not
he
me,
did
so-
that.
Yeah. So what I was gonna say though is Origami can take it and then have Rudy and I confer with each other. You know, like okay, so it's this tile, that tile, and Origami can just move the fire onto those tiles that we think it is. Because if the fire suddenly gets snuffed out, clearly that was a bad tile and it was gonna cut somebody.
Okay.
So you know, play deadly hopscotch with the fire first, and then our own feet.
it's going to last like a few seconds, but you could go
You
and
could
try
just
it.
pick up like sections of the fire at once, like just like this little flaming hunk can just.
Okay.
Until-
Well, anytime you hit a... Well, you notice it's not so much tiles, but almost as if running along at various heights and angles are thin blades, if you will.
So
Out of game, just to explain, just kind of like a
razor
monofilament wire, yeah.
okay. Sci-fi, but yes, okay.
Well, I'm not saying it's monofilament, but I'm saying like just so everybody knows the sort of idea I'm going for here.
What about this guy over here? Is he still alive?
Oh no, he's dead.
Oh,
You punched him and then his legs got he got kneecapped by the
You
wires.
probably fell face first onto another fucking wire.
Yeah.
so these are already activated, the traps?
I think it's just more of the thing like they're
They were
constantly
more
there. They're
like a
just there are
barbed
wires
wire.
strung up across the room.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. Well, could we? I don't know. Find some way
was
to
wondering-
guarantee safety through this bullshittery.
I was going to take his pants.
Uh, context.
Pants, it
what
was
do you get?
clinging.
Yeah. What are you gonna do with them?
Fucking skip across the damn room. Towards this way.
What? You're grabbing this guy's legs and you're jumping across the
Man,
room?
No, Pan. P-A-N-S.
Oh, pan.
And I'm just skipping it towards here.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said pants. That's why I was like, what the fuck?
Pants.
Yeah.
Like, why are you on his pants?
Okay, so
What the fuck?
you're like whipping it, like skipping a dun 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 dun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes, as it does hit a few areas, chunks of the pan get sort of sheared off.
Fuck. Cut through
Oh,
fucking
shit.
metal.
That was a nice pan too.
Yeah,
You
He
could
got
have used
two of
that.
them.
those were war
Yeah.
pans. Can that be canon?
Oh,
Typical war pans.
It's
Lobster,
fucking canon now. It's going on the wiki after the session.
No, lobster. It was one pan. He was holding two pans, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you still have the other one.
Yeah, I keep it as a trophy.
Oh, oh God, not again with the trophies.
Okay, so I guess we should snuff out the fire then.
Probably.
The
Yeah.
fire was already snuffed out.
Oh, okay.
Okay, fine. So the fire's now
snuffed
snuffed.
out. Yeah.
So Are we gonna make it through this without somebody getting deader than fuck, Ruffle?
Yeah, you will, yeah.
Okay.
As long as you all make a balanced check. No, I'm just kidding. D&D
As long as you all make a climbing check, then you can actually just avoid the wires by climbing across the wall. No.
Well, I coulda. Alright, so we've reached the next door.
Well,
I think we're
Open it.
opening. Yeah.
Walk through.
Okay, well, you guys are opening this, and boy, oh boy, do we have some fun. So these guys are over here. Two things we're going to notice. Number one, this room is filled with bodies.
What kind of bodies?
Well, we've got some beastmen, some of Vesta's children. We've got frickin' just large animal, cattle corpses, but they've all been mutilated. I guess.
well, they
is a
would have been
good-
cut to shit trying to drag them through the last room.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like these guys are like not even whole bodies. Like there's like chunks of bodies everywhere, and also a very very strong sweet, soury, almost vinegar smell in this room.
Food. Cooking.
Maybe. The Tipicoons look uneasy, if you will. I mean, they're looking at you and they're looking at the door behind them and they're not really trying to open it.
Well, before we go too far, I want to try and roll for intimidate because I said I was going to.
Yeah, go for it. Oh my god.
I just fucking barged past Zelphus. Run, little rats, run.
Yeah.
I want to see them go through that
You've
fucking
got
door.
you've got this giant two-handed sword with one of their fucking comrades on it. He gasps at them. Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna say right now, Borrowed, I will give you two options. Entirely up to you. Okay?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Entirely up to you. Number one, the four of them tear through that door faster than hot shit. Number
Faster than shit through
number
goose.
two,
They all die from a heart attack.
all four of them drop down and start bowing.
Oh. Oh.
That's up to you, bud. That's up to you.
I kind of like the barrel option. That's my opinion.
I kind of like that one.
Ecto and Sons.
Out of character. Well, out of character, you could possibly have them work with us against their own kind.
Well, we
This is
could
out of
have
character,
them.
mind you.
We could have them as assistants to get through the rest of this area.
That's what I was saying. You could also have them fight against their own kind, since you intimidated the shit out of them. Just
Yeah,
an idea,
kind of
though.
a Soviet Russia deal. Like either go forward or come back and die
yeah,
anyways.
yeah.
Yeah.
Send the prisoners.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess we can go with the second option.
That's
and,
up to you,
I mean,
dude.
Yeah, no, we can go with the second option. And hey, if any of them live, then yeah, it can be Ecto and Sons, and we can just have them be little assistants to me because, hey, who would notice if somebody was missing a coin purse or two in the bazaar?
Yeah, exactly, dude. And they can help, like, strap things onto the cart.
Yeah.
They might not be as strong as you, but there's a few of them.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, they can run shit underneath of the cart, so I don't have to bend down to run lines. I can
Yeah,
just
true.
throw the line over the top.
All right. Well, one of them steps forward and says, "We will serve you. What is your name?"
Well, here's a question. Do they speak hushed? Because I don't really know that they'll be able to understand Ecto's zombie
They
ass.
don't speak hush. That's for good goddamn.
I could translate. Or Zopus.
Or,
I don't speak it.
Wait, what?
No, Willivar does, not me.
Oh.
Well, because I mean, like I can try and communicate with them, but
Well, go ahead and roll. Give me a language roll then. See if you get it across. I'm sure you have some points in language.
no.
Oh yeah. I mean, your own language you should have points in, right? Like that makes sense. What do you say? Like, what makes sense? Like, savvy times
translate it.
5, I think makes sense, right?
No, lobster. I could translate it for
Raffle,
Oh, whoops.
Ecto doesn't have savvy.
Yeah, you got 35%.
I have a 30% chance of speaking to them in hushed.
Well, there you go, Steve. I mean, you could teach them hushed over time.
Well, I could translate.
All right.
I
Well,
think.
give me.
It would also be even more intimidating if I was just speaking at them in a language that they couldn't understand.
Oh my, yeah, like the whole like who are you? And it's just like the mummy is speaking to you, and you're like, oh my fuck, an ancient god has awakened and hungers.
Yeah, it's like, well, this guy's big, angry, and just killed the fuck out of one of our friends. He's not killing us though, so.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, they didn't understand a fucking word I said.
So are you just yelling in hush then?
I guess I might as well be.
Well, it's up
Do
to
it.
you.
I don't know how to speak hushed. What dialect is it? Like, is it just zombie groans? How the fuck does someone
Only
speak
the
hushed?
dead know.
Yeah, it's like a whispered sort of, like it's like one of those things like when you speak it, it's almost as if it's carried away on the wind. Like yeah. So it sounds like terrifying.
Well, all the more reason for them to, not try and piss me off.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so they're following your lead. They don't understand anything you say, but they're following your lead. So I assume we're gonna open the door,
Mhm.
or are we checking anything else out in this room?
Sure, I'll give you a
is there-
spot hidden check.
Okay.
I'll roll
So-
a spot hidden.
The door you're gonna notice has a
I don't see a thing. In fact, my eyes hurt.
Oh,
Jesus,
God.
my eye hurt more.
I see something.
okay. Well, you're gonna
Um,
notice. So the door has a.
Hey!
Wow.
Ecto's fucking cataracts cleared up.
Nice.
For a change.
I can't speak worth shit because my tongue's falling out, but my cataracts
So
cleared up.
imagine if where you would. So you have the door, and to the right of the door there is just a hole, circular in nature, about fist-sized.
Is it star-shaped?
No, not this one. It's about fist-sized. And if any of you tries to go to the door, one of the Tipicuans, the one who spoke to you, he pulls out. It looks like a cylinder. At the end of the cylinder, though, yes, it looks like it pops out to make a star shape. And he
Fantastic.
sort of holds it at you and points at the door.
Yeah, just kind of gestures like, here you go, fucker.
Yeah, right. You want in there? Go for it. I've been through that door.
What about the left-hand side? The non-mysterious stick your hand in here and die hole.
Okay, there's nothing on the left of the door. No.
Like, literally the left-hand side of it is just a flat wall.
Yeah.
Can we
What
tell
about-
where the hell this vinegar smell is coming from?
No. It's just like it's just really empowering there.
Check yourself first.
Can I check the room?
Hey, I smell like a corpse. I don't smell like vinegar. How dare you, sir?
Well, didn't Borrowed just pass a spot hidden?
Yes. That's it,
What did you
origami. I
find?
think. Well, yeah, I guess. Okay. Let's say you find traces of barrels that have been smashed open or opened in some other way. And also, underneath some of these bodies, a fair amount of glass-esque equipment.
Any of it still whole?
No,
Or,
it's all like
in
broken,
larger
yeah.
pieces than shards?
No.
Any idea if that's where the smell is coming from? Does it intensify the closer you get to the glass?
More so the barrels, actually.
Well,
Seems
the
to
barrels
be
could have
like
just been
deep into the wood.
if
Is
the
there any
barrels
sort
were
of-
wine or vinegar, even because wine would turn into vinegar, and vinegar is just vinegar to begin with.
Very true.
Can I sense any fire that's inside past the door?
No.
So wait, I thought that we were, like, I know we were spot hitting for this room, but I thought we were also in here, and you said, no, I can't, but down in there, and you said that there was a thing over on that hand side, right? Like, of the hallway?
Oh, sorry. No, I mean it's like here, the right-hand side of the door is where the.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. That,
Yeah. So you guys haven't opened it yet.
okay, well, I mean, if there's nothing else of interest in the room, then
Out we go.
I was gonna say, can I collect the broken glass equipment?
Yeah, sure.
Yes. I might as well fix that later.
Well, welcome, boys, to a massive, sprawling corridor.
I'm gonna have to zoom out on this one.
Yeah.
yeah, see, this is
Oh,
where
I
I was
swear to
saying,
God, if this is another Skyrim dungeon that drops out right back where we started.
No. I don't do
But yeah,
Skyrim dungeons.
Raffle, this is what I was saying, though, with, like, because you said that there's the hole to the right of the door, and to our right would be this way. I'm like, there's literally going to be nothing this way? It's just a fucking flat wall? Like,
Yeah, no,
why?
sorry, yeah. So, again, to open the door, though, you had to stick the thing in the hole.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've come out into this hallway, and it goes, and it goes. Thoughts?
I say go left.
Okay.
Our left or the map's left?
Our left.
So,
Alright.
this way.
The map's right.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yep. So you guys come up to here, and basically, dead end.
Like,
Just nothing. Yeah.
it's just a sheer wall.
No. I didn't say that. It's a dead end. There is a tiny insert, like tiny hole, about finger size. And aside from that, there is nothing.
Can we stick the finger-looking thing in said hole?
Okay. As you do so, you hear a very loud rumbling and scraping noise coming from about here.
Oh boy. Okay, so, also just saying, the star key thing that we picked up outside, haha, skeleton key.
Eh? Yeah.
But, alright, so, that did this. There's nothing else of interest up here at all?
No.
Anybody else have suggestions other than just go back to where the creepy grumbling noise was?
Not much we can do.
Alright, back to the creepy grumbling noise.
Alright, there's now, I mean, you would have not seen it before, but there is now where I've drawn on the map there, a spike sticking out of the wall. It's got a bluish hue, and it hums as you approach it.
Ah, shit, this is some fucking Covenant shit, isn't it? Fucking Elite's gonna start popping out of the
Or.
Yeah, it's about the size of your arm if your entire arm was sticking out of the wall, like from the shoulder.
Origami, go poke it.
Okay, let's do this. Let's walk up towards it carefully and see
Okay.
if one of the Typicoons flips their shit.
They all, like,
Make one of them go up.
yeah, none of them seem to, like, know what it is? Like they're all just kind of like confused, looking at it, looking at you, looking around, like you know what I mean?
So they... Oh, well, duh, because they lost the finger. They wouldn't have ever put it in the fucking hole to open this up. So they don't know what the hell it is.
Can I grab like a dead body part and just fling it?
That's a good point. Yeah,
Sure.
let's go grab an arm or something and, like, touch it with that in case it's another fucking leech.
Okay, so how are we doing? You're grabbing an arm, and you're holding the arm, and you're touching it?
Yeah, like, just, like touch the thing with the arm, so then
Okay.
I'm not touching it.
And who's doing it?
I guess I would.
Okay. Leaf burner. Uh-huh. Right. Well, leaf burner collapses as the entire, like, she just spasms, and the arm spasms, and she's laying on the ground, you know, writhing in pain. Yeah, exactly.
Ye old medieval fucking taser.
Fucking hell.
Alright, well, that's
The
a thing.
Tipicoons are laughing. Like, visibly pissing themselves. Like.
I just whip around and go, "You're next." I don't have enough intimidate for that shit. Though,
Ecto just screams random words at them they don't understand anyway.
They keep laughing because I think it's encouraging.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Okay, well, can I just, like, pick up a rock and huck it at it? Like, not a small rock, something bigger, because you said it's just a spike. Like, I want to see if I can fragment the thing off the wall, because it's essentially just a stalactite.
Right. It doesn't, it sort of sparks happen when you hit it, but yeah, it just almost like you just threw it at another, like, rock. It, like, and you know what I mean? But nothing falls off it.
Can I find a bigger rock and try and, like, actually, like, just...
Smash it, yeah.
Yeah. Like, something bigger, a 30, 40-pound rock.
if you break it and we actually need it for something, we're gonna be fucked.
No, I'm not
What
that
do
kind
we
of...
need a taser that's mounted to the wall?
Now, I
for?
will say, I'm not that kind of DM. Like, if you do a puzzle differently, or break a puzzle, or solve an encounter the way I didn't expect, we just roll with it. There will always be a way to get to everything. Yeah, exactly. If you come up with a completely, like, fucked, like, way, and you think it's gonna work enough that I'm like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, sure. That's fine. Like, you know what I mean? I'm okay with people solving things differently. Sometimes I don't even have answers for puzzles. Sometimes I just make something. I'm like, oh, that sounds fun. And then it's like, whatever happens. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if it sounds logical enough, yeah. This one, though, no, you take this large rock, you smash it. It clangs and everything, but no, it don't seem to break it.
Can I chuck the arm in like a one of
You're
the
on
tiles?
the floor.
You're on the floor. You're out.
Oh yeah.
The
Do I get up?
you get up
Do I get up?
if you want.
I get up.
All right.
Zelphus, are you still here?
I am. I'm just watching this unfold with amused interest.
Anything to suggest for the taser?
Do you really think the barbarian whose normal answer to everything is violence is really the one you want to turn to for solving?
Smash it with
solving
your
the problem?
sword or axe.
Well, I mean, yeah.
No,
Like,
no.
wanna try and smash it?
Somebody already tried touching it and they got tased for it or convulsed or what have you. I have learned from this person's mistake. Now, if I'd been the first one to voice it, I'd have gone, yeah, okay, this makes sense. But yeah.
Okay.
Is there anything distinctive about the stalactite in question?
Nothing.
No
Aside from
notches,
it's
no
got, like, a
grooves, no
bluish
writing, no
hue.
old stains, any sort of visual distinctors.
What the fuck do you even
Distinction.
call a stalactite sticking out of the wall? Is it still a stalactite?
It's a spike.
Spike.
Yeah, because, I mean, it's not a stalagmite, because those
Yeah.
are on the floor.
Can I throw like the arm at like one of the tiles, see if it would activate the spike or something, like a trap?
Well, the spike seems to be always active. It's just like a constant.
Yeah, so you're throwing it at the spike, or?
So is it okay? Explain the trap or what have you.
Okay,
So
so
you just
yeah, coming out of the wall, like the wall, not the ceiling, is this long spike that when you touch seemed to electrocute you, yeah.
And they do nothing at all, other than that.
That's all it seems to do.
Hmm. Oh, can I walk this way?
Yeah?
Alright, so I walk to here.
Oh, J52 says, I don't think they have a name because they don't occur in nature. I don't know, nature's fucked, but it would make
That's-
sense for it not to...
Yeah, it's a pretty good point because stalactites, because that's where water's dripping down. Stalagmites, that's where the water and minerals are accumulating. Yeah, that
Yeah.
shit wouldn't really happen.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd really only have something like that left after, like, erosion or something.
Yeah.
Which at that
Erosion
point...
or like an earthquake where it like upheaved
Yeah.
a section of stalagmites and turned them sideways, but then they're still stalagmites, they're just sideways.
Yeah, that's interesting. Alright.
Fair point.
So, Origami, you pass and nothing happens. So
Yeah,
leave
right.
burners safely on the other side.
Is there anything along the walls by the spike?
Oh, okay. Well, the walls are sheer. Unless you were to, I don't know, search or feel them or something.
Start rubbing the fucking body's hand along the wall, seeing if it goes again.
Alright, well, you're rubbing the body's hand along the wall. Nothing's happening. But you do notice occasionally you feel resistance.
Resistance, like.
So again, it's a very, like, flat, very, like, again, sheer wall. Except occasionally it's almost like you're hitting bumps. Like a rough patch, if you will.
These bumps form a pattern of some sort.
Oh, they do. You don't know what it means, but it does appear to be some sort of series of symbols.
Can we ask fuck, what are they called? If they know
Well,
what that means?
the Tipicoons have never been in here, though.
Mm-hmm.
That we know of.
Can we continue our venture to this door?
Sure, yep.
I still say
Okay,
that's
yeah,
ask
because my next idea was going to be something kind of drastic and stupid, so let's explore the place.
I like both drastic and stupid, yeah.
Yeah, but my idea was going to be, let's go get some blood and smear it on the wall, but I'm like, blood symbols, you don't know what they do, don't put them together. So, we'll leave that for last, because then if shit starts happening, we can just GTFO the cave.
So, as you start going down this corridor, you notice, just like this, if you will, almost like drag marks. But not like a body, like something very heavy, like someone's dragging like a shitload of stone or something. And it's almost like there's two tracks, like sort of parallel.
Sorry, when you started explaining, like, the spoopy drag tracks, fucking Mozart Requiem popped up.
Terrifying. Yeah.
Pretty good.
So, there's these drag marks, and they go into the door and disappear.
What about the corridor to the right?
They do not go down that corridor.
Okay, so what is up here?
Okay, as you reach the end of the corridor, as far as you can tell, there is nothing except a small hole.
Finger it.
Okay, you finger it. Upon fingering it, you hear a rumbling all the way down here.
Oh boy.
And you hear a little chime.
Ding!
For
Mom, get the pizza!
No,
Ma'am, they had packets.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, let's go check out that stuff.
Okay, so we're leaving this door?
We can come back to it. Caveat, when we're checking it, I'm going along the wall
Okay.
because, yeah.
Okay, you're not finding anything yet. But as you come down here, you find stuff on the wall here. Again, some sort of symbols. It almost feels like.
Is there another spiky thing?
Yes, another spiky thing's emerged. Oh, can you not see that far down?
No, I could. It's just I need to either zoom out my map or scroll up and down.
Oh yeah, scrolling down, yeah. But yeah, that's another spiky thing is there.
Okay, well now you have two spiky things pointing at each other. That's
This
why I
one
didn't want
is
to be
not
standing
blue.
between them. But still, I don't want to be standing between two spiky things. I don't know what they do, because
Fair.
fuck if I know. They might be ballistae, and like fuck that noise.
Yeah, totally. Launch giant spikes. That'd be pretty cool.
Pretty BA.
So
And
then
well,
this
uh,
door's done.
yeah. So who's where? Do we got people at one door and people at the other door?
It's up to you. I don't.
I'm over here.
The Tipicoons are always following you.
Mhm.
Like they're following Ecto. One of the Tipicoons is like sort of shaken, but being goaded on by the other ones, if you will, and like touches it. Nothing happens to the southern spike.
Oh, you know what? Son of a bitch. It smelled a bit like vinegar. Raffle.
Yes.
We found glass containers and barrels in there. Was there anything
Yes.
metallic in there?
Potentially.
Were these metallic things cathodes and anodes for making a battery system?
I mean,
Out of the
you
vinegar.
wouldn't know anything about that, but continue.
But still, you take vinegar, you can put a cathode and an anode in there, you now have a really low voltage battery.
Yes.
You have a whole bunch of those hooked together, which you would need to drag a whole bunch of heavy shit along because you would need a fuckload of these low quality batteries.
Potentially.
And you could make something that goes.
One-
And if you
Yeah.
if you ran out of them because they all got smashed, then you don't have enough to power your second up.
Potentially. I can't say yes or no. I'm the DM.
Yeah.
I will say, though, I had a very clever, I thought it was very clever, sort of chemistry puzzle in one of my dungeons, and it caused the party to rage out and sit in a room for 2 hours. So
Well, Borrowed likes chemistry. So
I'm not saying one of those party members is in this call.
yes.
I want my hammer, damn it! That's what he kept saying. That was fun.
It was.
So back into non-third person because yeah, I doubt. Well, actually, no. To be fair, maybe I do know about batteries. Maybe somebody is weird because the fucking ancient Egyptians had batteries.
Yes, they did.
So maybe one of these towns has some weird fucker who is like, hey, look, if you stick these two things into fucking vinegar, then you can like make it feel funny when you're holding the two ends of them.
I would say
really
not
know
where
something
you're
about that.
from, but a wanderer may know that information, yes. Let's see what
Yeah,
armed
and I
rings.
can always do the
You want to give me, like, distant kingdoms, maybe? We could do that. We could do...
Well, I was just figuring maybe one of the port cities had it because I'm trading with everybody.
Yeah? Maybe like, local legends or something like that? Or what do you think?
Mythical
Yeah.
machinery.
We'll just say, like, a
well,
10%
either
chance.
be a 10 or a 15 if I do that. So
Sure, well, we can say the 15. That's fine. See if you've ever
I'll
heard of
try.
something
15,
like
I'll
this.
roll for the 10. I don't get it. Michael, have fun.
fuck no.
No, he hasn't heard of anything like that. His many travels.
I can always call upon my ancestors and
That's
use
true, yeah.
Yeah, but are you gonna? I don't know. We'll see. We can explore the rest
We'll
of the place
see.
first.
Yep.
Okay.
Because I mean, hey, maybe we'll actually find a battery system, and then we don't need to waste all that.
So you come. Which door are we trying?
You wanna- Oh, next to, I guess.
Okay. So
well,
that
wherever
door.
Borrowed goes, I'll be next to him.
That door has the fist-sized cylinder next to it, so you pop it in and open.
Okay. So is the one down here locked the same way? Or
The bottom one is not. In fact, it doesn't seem to have any sort of way of opening, but it is very obviously a door.
well, if it doesn't have a way of opening, that means that we're a little bit more secure about something, sneaking up on us if the door can't really open. So yeah, we can go down the other way.
I
We at
will
least have a
say
key for that one.
I did forget to mention one small fact.
One small fact is going to get us all killed.
Heading down the corridor from the north to the south, and then into the southern door that you can't open, is a much larger series of scrapes and drags.
Are these uniform or are they like asymmetrical?
It's very uniform, yeah. Almost as if, actually, if somebody ran a track down. It's
Yeah, I was going to say maybe somebody had like a sled.
Yep.
Good thing we brought our own.
Do we have any smarty pants in the party that could guesstimate how heavy something would have to be?
Barbarian Berserker, probably not.
Your learning's 8. We need a good learning. Learning times 5?
I have 17.
I have 11.
What, you have 17 leaf burner? Holy fuck, you're genius! Give me that. 17 times 5, man. That's a big number.
I don't think
It's 85, yeah? That's fine.
No.
Yeah. Nice. Alright. Well, if you want to guesstimate at both of them, you'd say the one heading south would have to be, at least 600 pounds, maybe more? 800? And the one heading sort of the west is closer to like 200, 300.
Yeah, so the one heading west could be just like manhandled. The one to the south, you would need a couple of stout men, and even then it'd be a bitch. All right.
Wait to open the door and enter to the room.
That's all we got that we
So-
can do because everywhere else is a fucking dead end.
Yeah, that's true. So we're opening this one. I will say again, this was, you guys haven't done a fantasy RPG, self is excluded. So this is me just quickly throwing together a bunch of stuff with very little prep, just trying to test this out in a dungeon crawl environment. It's very linear, as it were. When I normally make a dungeon, it's unfortunately normally a little bit complicated, and often I make it so it's impossible for you to get to everything. Do you know what I mean? Whether it's I'm imposing a time limit or I'm just imposing a pick one of these options and just go. I normally have more freeform dungeons. But this time I just really want to try the classic Dungeons & Dragons experience out, which is extremely linear, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but either way, we've come to this room here, and I'm just going to go ahead and be generous to you guys and say there are obvious raised and lowered portions of the floor. There's also massive scraping going across it. And on the far end of the room, we have, let me just get a nice little shape here, right there, a, I guess a way to do it is a cylindrical kind of rock with looks to be wheels.
How does the room smell?
Ah, good question. The room almost has a what's a good way? Smells a bit like eggs. Rotting
Sulfur.
eggs, maybe.
Great. Gas leak. Actually, it couldn't be a gas leak. We'd all be dead. Because torches.
That's true.
So it just means there's a sulfur deposit in here. Which means don't put down your torch.
Well, I mean, thankfully we do have leaf burner. She can control fire to some extent.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Or she could just throw fire at something and be like, fuck it.
What's that me with the little girl standing outside the fire, just grinning maniacally?
So, anything else in the room? Or should we just start checking doors?
Yeah, if you want. Who's going across first?
Barbarian takes the lead with axe
well, there we
ready.
go. There we go. Who's going across first? So, who's losing limbs? Got it.
No.
Oh boy.
Who's shooing limbs away from these critters not about to encounter?
You know what? I
All
still
right.
have the arm. I still have the arm. I'm gonna start like fucking, putting it in front of me. Look at all these goddamn invisible wires.
Okay, so,
So,
are you throwing the arm, or are you just swinging it in front of
Yeah, I'm just kind of like holding it at far as I can go, just kind of like plonking it, trying to see if it's gonna get like cut.
And you're just like plonk it on the ground, like going plop, plop, plop as you move forward?
Pretty much, yeah, like mine sweeping.
Okay, well, speaking of minesweeping...
Fuck. See, this is why I'm holding it as far away as physically possible.
Fuck, you guys are so lucky. Well, the arm disintegrates, and your hand is quite charred as an explosion tears off and shakes the room. Speaking of, however, the explosion and resulting chaos and loud noises, one of you notices that the cylindrical rock on wheels has turned to face you and has some symbols painted on the front of it, if you will.
It's
Gee,
a
if
fucking
only we had a
cannon.
runesmith.
It's a tank.
It's a cannon.
It's a tank. It's gonna start fucking chasing us down the tunnels, firing runic magic bullshit at us.
Will you really stop giving the DM ideas, please?
I'm not saying it is.
But you're not saying it's not.
He's saying it's fucking sentient, and it faced us, like...
Look what you've done, Barod. We're going to find out later. We're going to be doing something.
Get it right.
No, you don't put an E on it. Oh, sorry, you're right. Runic bullshit cannon, yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't type out Runic Sherman.
Is it okay. Question: is it charging or is it like?
It has just turned
aim?
to you right now. Nothing has happened.
I think
Wave
completely
at it.
still.
Now, one thing I do want to note, the wheels...
It's not a Tyrannosaurus.
The wheels have not turned facing. Just the cylindrical portion.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know what? Leaf Burner, go get another arm.
There
I
we go.
come back with an arm and a leg. The leg is
You
much
son of a bitch.
farther.
Okay.
This
Who
puzzle's
has
going to
good
cost you an arm and a leg.
Who has good throwing skills? I want to fucking.
Zelf has just put points into it.
I want to
Moyina.
beam the tank with one of these limbs.
Foreshadowing.
Moyina, go ahead. Do it up. I love
This
how
is
right...
not how you solve a problem.
I love how
by the way.
right before we started this, you're like, I kind of want it in spot hidden. And I was like, no, you're not gonna have any invisible shit in the spot. The throwing, though, that's useful.
I basically steps to the side of the room.
Well, I don't have jack shit.
Shouldn't our pyrokinetic individual over here have some sort of read off of this?
Yeah, shouldn't Leaf Burner, like, whip a fireball at it?
I was actually going to say discern what the source was, but
Oh.
that works too. Go ahead.
He only gets one fireball a day, dude.
Exactly. I don't want to use it.
We're gonna
Oh,
beat the
it's gonna be
dungeon.
one-
He's gonna be like, eh.
I'll use only
There's
on
always the
dragons.
walk home, guys.
This is what
So,
can I do?
so who has what for throwing? Because I only have base 25.
Zelfus has 35.
I have.
Let's throw something at it. Sure. Don't understand it.
25.
Throw something at it.
What else do you do? It blew up when I tried to like wave an arm. Fuck that! I don't want to be holding the next
I
one.
mean, you are a berserker.
That's fair. Give me something. I'll throw it. I'm not throwing my axe.
Well, you might be able to jump across.
All
I
right,
was
let's
just
go
thinking
for it.
that.
it
I'm not going to
literally.
run.
It,
What am I rolling?
You just gotta
I
go
got-
beast mode and jump across, dude. No problem.
I got an idea. I take one of the corpses, and I tell someone that as as I throw it and the body disintegrates, jump at the same time. So the body will take the hit, but you will be safe.
Raffle, this is a runic bullshit cannon, isn't it?
I'm not saying shit, dude. Continue, Leaf Burner. Who's jumping across? Is it going to be Marina because she can, like, if she does pop
All
her
right,
like
that's
beast
definitely
form.
not my. That's my spot hidden check.
That's definitely not. That's censorship there. Okay, this is my. No, it's not.
Fine, if you want that to be my leap, go ahead.
No,
I don't care either
I'm just
way.
kidding.
I
This
wanted to
is
see if there was something else in the room that we could use, like maybe a lever or
Oh,
a switch.
that
or a
would have been
foot
good,
plate,
but no,
something
we-
of that
we
nature,
didn't see
but
that.
no. Even if I'd said it beforehand, it wasn't.
Oh, okay.
I hope you didn't leave.
God damn, Bard.
Well,
I have
Ecto,
special eyes.
Ecto, there is in fact a lever. You don't see it anymore though.
Wait, hold on. I just saw it. I don't see it anymore. Wait, what? One I
What?
saw it and the other didn't.
Was he? Is he only looking now or?
Well, I don't know.
It's on the
Choose
back.
your words carefully, traveler.
It's on the back of the rock.
Potion seller, I need your strongest potions.
Don't start this, please. We'll be here for an hour.
No, but seriously, yeah, lever's over here, guys.
Well, I know where I'm leaping now.
Throw the limb at the lever.
Okay,
Oh, it's
that'd be one
body
hell of a throw.
parts.
We have
From
a lot
the
of body
doorway
parts
to
we can
there,
throw.
Are you serious?
That's not super duper far.
With only a 30 in it, it is.
Well, see, so these are 2 meters each. So does that seem about right? Yeah.
Alright, so it's a 30-foot throw.
60-foot, or no, 90-foot throw.
Yeah,
That's not going to happen. That is not happening. I'm just going to have to bolt for it.
Can I roll a throw?
You know what? Why don't we throw a limb at the little robot, like Origami said, and then you run.
I'm fine with this.
Okay.
By the way, make your rolls.
So who's
and I'll go
throwing
last.
the limb? And
You
the
know,
thing
just,
is,
just everybody grab a limb. We'll just overwhelm it with bullshit.
so yeah, I guess we could. And the other thing I need to mention is, for this to work, the person has to commit to the jump as the toss is going, right?
Fine.
Tosses. Yes.
That's right. So everyone's going to throw except for Zelphus. Zelphus, are you going to pop your once a day power there?
I activate Mighty Leap.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is, I'm trying to read that here. Is that the Furious Determination, or...
No, it should be Mina, the Ugri talent.
Yeah, but I haven't picked a spirit animal, or whatever the hell it is that goes with that.
Oh
so-
yeah, but you don't need. Yeah, you can still like go fast as fuck. You don't have to pick like whatever yet.
Oh, then sure. Go for it.
All right. So
I
you
read
got
through.
your animal rage going on. You're getting ready to do the big sprint.
D100?
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
everyone else should
everybody-
roll, I guess.
Everybody throw limbs. Let's do this.
So
If you can't blind them with your brilliance, baffle them with your bullshit.
what is it?
Get this done.
So you got plus 10 to your jump. Okay, Rudy, we need you. Herdrin,
Oh,
please. Give me a toss. Oh god.
Look at me. We're literally just throwing limbs at it. Like we just have to get the limbs in the air.
Okay. Did Origami already throw?
Yep.
Oh fuck. Okay. Well, none of those hit.
No, I
Zelphus
don't want
is-
to hit the robot. I just want to throw limbs at it so it starts shooting the limbs, not Zelphus.
No, yeah, fair. Let's see the jump roll here. 35 or that. Jeez.
I don't make it. That's fine. How much damage do I take?
all of it.
Oh, if I'm dead right now, oh.
We need some fucking Prince of Persia up in this bullshit.
Yeah, you take a 5. So basically, unfortunately, midair Marina collides with all the limbs and does a tumble and rolls through several of the squares. Fortunately, though, she may not have got the leap down, but she got the speed down. So she was going into it extremely quickly. So she sort of rolled through the explosions and only got launched against the wall and took 5 points of damage.
All right, let's roll again and keep up and moving.
Oh no, you're here now. You can go ahead and pull
Pull the lever. Pull the lever, crunk.
Wrong lever.
Do I have to do a strength check for that one?
No, you just pull it.
All right.
Yeah.
You break your arm.
The
Hey, that's 100.
the
That'll
stone
happen.
cylinder thing, it falls over. It just crashes. Really loud echo just explodes through the cavern. And it's
That's
yeah.
going in the cart.
Oh, fair.
What better way to keep thieves out other than just like turn that shit on and have it guard the front room? He comes in and fucking dies.
All right. So what's our plan, boys?
Well, let's go see what's so important about this fucking door if it was guarding it.
True.
Because it doesn't have a way to fire on this door, so it's firing on that
Very
door
clever.
and this one.
It's a small room. Inside is a chest.
I was gonna say, it's apparently a fucking broom closet.
No, no.
Wouldn't that be amazing? Just
This is actually the janitor.
buckets, mops, brooms, cleaning detergents, things of that nature.
Mhm.
Alright, so there's a small chest. Is the chest locked? Unlocked?
It's locked.
How locked are we talking? Like,
Um,
padlock? Or,
yes, yeah, just like a
Key.
padlock, though. Yeah.
Okay, I want to take one of those limbs and touch it.
Okay, nothing happens, but fair.
Because I'm not touching anything in this goddamn dungeon. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I want to go back over here and go get that like fucking 40-pound rock.
Mm-hmm. And you're just gonna smash
the
it.
Just smash the fucking lock.
Yep, you smash the padlock off. That's fine. Inside, you find a gauntlet.
The Infinity Gauntlet.
Not quite, but it is a gauntlet, though. A singular gauntlet, not a pair.
Metallic leather.
There are some symbols on it that are similar to ones you've seen earlier.
Thick.
Oh,
And yeah,
you
it is
found
a-
it. You fixed it.
Now, I will say, it's a metallic gauntlet, but the inside of the gauntlet is lined with a deep crimson red, felty, leathery type of material.
I'm gonna take the hand's finger and put that on the inside.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Because I want to see if this is more magical leech bullshit. I don't trust anything red ever again.
But no, nothing happens, but that is interesting.
I put my hand in the gauntlet.
I got it. Fuck you.
So Leafburn's gonna shove her hand in there?
Alright. Your
Yeah.
funeral. Here you go. Try. Try it on, see if it fits.
It feels
Match your
extremely
eyes.
comfortable. In fact, it almost felt like when you put your hand in, like it was larger. Like it's visibly larger than a gauntlet you would normally wear, but when you put it in, it almost felt like the inside sort of swelled up to match your hand.
Oh.
Okay, now here's the
I-
next question. Can you take it back off?
No.
Good thing I didn't put it on there.
Rip his hand.
No, because I'm gonna use it now.
I mean, it's gonna augment your punch slightly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I don't have any points and an arm, so fire whatever.
Can I test it out on the side of the wall? Like
This room is made of sulfur. Go into the hallway.
Yeah, smart.
Oh, right.
Okay.
I punched
So-
the wall.
You punch the wall, and it, I mean, obviously shocks your body, because not like that. But I mean, like, if you were to punch a wall, there would be, like, reverberations going through your body. It probably wouldn't be good. But it feels almost cushioned, and there's no sort of damage done to the gauntlet.
Nice. Perfect trade-off.
Also, inside the chest, sorry, I should mention, there are 2 vials of an unknown liquid.
Okay, those go in the hip pouch.
Okay.
Anything else in the chest, or is that going on the cart?
Perhaps.
Is that your way of saying roll?
Yeah, you might want to try and spot hidden in the chest. Or just tell me you're like feeling around for a secret compartment or something like that.
Well, I'm gonna look first, and then I'll start feeling. 'Cause
Okay, yeah. So it feels
I'm
like
not getting. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like,
it feels
you
like
start reaching,
there's
there's a razor blade.
like a hollow bottom essentially. So you like pop it out, and inside that is a small box. Open the box, and you have a sort of nice looking amulet.
What do we got for the amulet? Like material? Is it chain or is it cable for the actual necklace part?
Yeah, it's a cable, and it's sort of a silvery.
Do we got a gemstone?
A green,
Course.
a green gemstone.
Does it have ruins?
Yes,
on
it does.
scribbled?
Yeah. So basically, I suppose I can draw it real quick. Unfortunately, I sort of jotted this stuff down, but I didn't do it ahead of time. Where's my freehand? So it's kind of like this. Here's your green gem. Well, that's fucking really shitty. Like this, and the runes sort of go around like that on the sides.
And the gauntlet has ruins too? Or
Yes.
like magical symbols?
Yeah, but different runes.
Could Booty translate it using his once a day power?
Oh,
Good.
yeah.
Do we really want to use that yet?
Rudy, you know what's on that amulet?
Uh-oh.
You know what's on that amulet?
No.
Yes, you do.
What?
Hang on.
I'm scared now, boys.
Where's my snipping tool? So Waffle said it was a little thing with like some runes around it and whatever. Well, if we go over here and we look, then
Fuck you, bud.
Reasonable.
All I'm gonna say.
Alright, so what is our next plan there, boys?
I
well,
suggest
how heavy is the tank monster?
Heavy as fuck. It feels like it's way heavier than the 300-pound estimate.
Well, it's on wheels. Can I push it?
Two of you could probably push it, yeah.
I want to take the box and the other box and attempt to take the turret monster and bring him back to the cart.
Okay. You can go ahead and do that. Is anyone going to check the last room while you're here?
I would.
Seems like a good idea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you guys can do that while I'm huffing and grudging and pushing the stupid thing.
So it's just a tiny little room, sort of like a closet, if you will, as well. And there's just like empty weapon racks, except for one, which has a sword in it. It's a sort of ornate long sword. Again, some runes in the hilt.
Ooh. Anyone take it?
I'm not there, so I can't tell you what to do.
Rudy's the swordsman.
Really?
I'm not sure if he wants one.
Really? Sophus?
What was that?
I don't need it.
We found a sword that has on the hilt rune symbols.
Don't need it.
Guess I can take it.
Okay. And then we just have that final room, although there was no way of opening it, so yeah. You guys managed to eventually scrape that stuff up to the surface.
Raffle, you never uncovered the place with the sword. That's still black on our map.
Oh, did I? No, it was just this.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
a small room.
Sorry.
Oh.
Yes.
Should I
Alright,
wait
so-
for Bar to be here in the corridor so I could... Oh, but I don't know about the ruins. Because I was going to put my gauntlet on the ruins on the hallway.
Oh, you're going to touch it on the wall? Like you touch your gauntlet to it?
Yeah, but I don't know anything about it unless Borrow tells me.
Even Rudy.
Oh,
Yeah, Arndrin's the one who can ask his ancestors.
No, but Origami doesn't necessarily know that the runes are there because I was just rubbing.
Oh,
them on
true.
the wall.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, maybe that's something you guys talk about while you're pushing all that shit up.
Yeah, I guess.
Probably.
Yeah.
Ain't got
Possible.
nothing else to do while we're harking the fucking like 800-pound monster up there.
So, really, can I ask you, like, touch into your ancestors, see if they understand these runes, as in gauntlet, amulet, and sword, probably?
Well, first things first, take that gauntlet and touch the zappy thing.
He's just asking to get him killed. But the last time he touched that didn't go well. So you guys have taken all the stuff up to the surface. You've come back down?
Man, we can leave the raccoons up there with.
Okay, fair, yeah.
Willow
Tipcoons
bar or
are guarding it. And you're back at the electrical stalactite. And you're asking...
Because as we've established, Willovar is fucking useless. I'd rather have 3 thieving raccoons than 1 useless Willovar.
So you're asking
That's a pretty equal
Leaf
exchange.
Burner to touch it?
I don't know. Leaf Burner, do you want to touch it with your new and improved magical hand?
I want to understand the runes, if it's possible, but really.
Runes just say, hey, dumb shit, don't touch. Or, yeah, fucking just danger high voltage. Oh, okay. What the hell is
When we
voltage?
touch.
Oh.
When we kiss.
I don't understand. What are these weird symbols? I don't know. Apparently they mean music.
Are we,
That's up to them, too. I got a fucking free amulet to sell as far as I'm concerned. I don't know.
I
don't know.
guess I could, but. Yeah, screw it. Let's do it.
Alright, well, I mean, maybe we just call it for tonight, because it seems like people are getting a little tired and shit.
I
That's
ain't
fine.
tired at all.
Well, I was referring to Rudy and Zelphus. But,
Is Elphus even still here?
yeah.
Excuse
sort
me.
of.
Just because I'm listening doesn't mean I have to be... Fucking hell.
Alright, I think...
I could step to the fore and take a more active, like, hey, no, this is what we're going to do. Direct
Yeah,
the
you
party.
can. You could.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
not.
like,
I'm actually letting you do this without me being a shitlord.
yes, but I'm trying not to like be the only one talking because I find myself doing that a lot. Like, yeah, I'll just be the one that's like, okay, well, let's go to this. Well, let's go to this. It's like, Borrowed, shut the fuck up. Let
What
anybody
options
else
do we have?
something.
We can either go back or check the closet, which has already fit itself out. So we're heading back now, aren't we? I mean, after you guys are done trying to figure out the meanings to something that probably doesn't have much of a significance to this at the moment.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think we'll just call it now then, and we'll pick it up maybe next week or something. And I'll hopefully by that time actually have some stuff like properly prepared, but that's all like pending on work and stuff like that. Anyway,
Pretty
take it easy.
spectacular for not having any prep work done.
Well, I mean,
Props to you.
I have like tons of shit. Like I always like jot down ideas or like rooms or stuff like that. So all I have to do is just I go to my notepad full of bullshit, and I'm just like, I'll take that room and that room and that, and then I just made a random map. So all I had to do was just like paste it in and sort of decide how I wanted the dungeon to go, and that kind of thing. Anyway,
Enjoyable.
yeah. So take it easy, everybody.
You know what?